boatload of life hacks.
Well, I mentioned it earlier.
Man.
that I batch record my reels, right? So I mean, we all have there's different types of reels. Some of us are making them just for fun and games. I typically make all mine for business. That's just what it's about for me.
Yeah.
And of course, we have all the different types of reels. We got people trying to be funny on there. We got people trying to be funny that ain't funny on there. For me in real estate, I have the occasional funny reel. I have the reels that pertain to my listings, you know, the property walkthroughs, things like that. And then I have what I like to say, you know, I like to consider myself a knowledgeable person as it pertains to real estate. So I like to be looked at as a knowledge broker. So I have my educational reels, right? Mm-hmm. You know, reels have to be funny, or they have to be entertaining, or they have to be educational, right?
Yeah.
They don't have any of them. If they don't have any of that stuff, ain't nobody gonna watch it, man, right? So for me, I like to batch record. So what I typically will do is I will come up with some topics. So I usually come up with a list of topics. So if you were to go into my Notion right now, you'd see that I had a topic. I probably have 20 topics for my reels, right? Mm-hmm. And so in real estate, you have, you know, home inspections, and you have, you know, final walkthroughs, you have your purchase agreement, you have different scenarios that come up, whatever, you know, financing, different types of loans, you know, what do these different terms mean, right? And so I'll come up with the topics, and then what I'll do is I'll just put it away. I'll put my Notion away, because what I do sometimes when I'm coming up with topics, I'm searching other real estate agents pages from like out of state and stuff like that, right? So what I like to do is I'm like, oh, I like that topic, but what I don't want to do is I don't want to remember their video, because I don't want to even say anything close to what they said, right? I don't want to use my own brain to come up with my content, right? So I'll just take their topic idea and I'll just write it down. So like I said, I probably got 20 of them right now on this iPad. I'll then just put it away for a few days. Then I'll pick a day where I have some time. I'll pull out the topic list, and then I'll start writing scripts. So I'll write like 30 second scripts for all of my topics. So then what I do is I copy and paste that into a teleprompter software, right? I use Prompt Plus. So I'll copy and paste that into the Prompt Plus software, and the Prompt Plus software is here on my iPad. What I'll do is I'll attach my teleprompter to my camera. I'll fire up both cameras. I have 2 cameras here, and then I'll use my phone. I'll get into Prompt Plus, and I'll use that as my remote control, right? Then I'll sit down, turn on the audio on both of the cameras. Turn on the audio on the mic, turn on both of the cameras, and then I'll just shoot all the reels. So if I'm gonna do 10 that day, I'll just sit here and do all 10 at one time, right? Sometimes, occasionally, I'll switch like shirts or something like that to make it look like it's a different day. It doesn't matter. I don't turn off the cameras. I keep them going. Then I'll take all the footage and the audio, I'll move it into my editing software, and I'll separate the video. So if I did 10, I'll cut it into 10 clips. I'll then save it, get out of it. I'll take that project and I'll duplicate it 10 times. So now I got 10 different projects. So then it's as simple as just going into each one and just deleting the 9 I'm not doing, editing the 1. It takes just real quick. Then I'll save it, go to the next one. I'll delete the 9 I'm not doing, edit the next one, right? So now I got all of them and they're all done. I can export all of them at the same time, hit export. And then it's just as simple as running it through captions, and I use captions to create all my captions. Then I can some people would like schedule these inside of Reels. Yeah. For me, I like to post them in there as drafts. So if I just did 10, I'll wait till it's late night or whatever, and I'll just upload them all into my Instagram. I'll create captions for all of them. I'll set all the thumbnails for all of them, put the emojis, everything in there. And then whenever I want to post one, I just go in and just hit post. So I'll just have my camera, I'll have my phone reminders say at like a certain time, 11 or 12 or 1 or whatever time I decide is best for that day. It'll just say post or reel. And so no matter what I'm doing, I could be out there showing houses, I could be out there doing whatever I'm doing. I get the notification, post a reel, I just hit post, and then it goes on Instagram and it goes on Facebook, and then I'll usually get TikTok whenever I got time at that point.